everyone, how are you all doing? Welcome back to another episode of Relationship Talks with Adeze Adhana. I hope that your week is going on well, and I hope that your relationship and your marriage is thriving. If you're in a relationship, I hope that your relationship is thriving. If you're in a marriage, I hope that your marriage is thriving as well. To all of you who are new on this channel, welcome to our beautiful family. On this channel, we talk about relationships, we talk about marriages, we talk about God. You know, basically all things God, life, relationships, and marriages. Okay. And if you have been liking our videos, I want to say a big thank you to every one of you who has been liking these videos and sharing them. God bless you all so much. You guys are the reason why I am still doing this. It shows me that you guys appreciate what we are doing, and every time you share, you never know whose relationship that you are actually saving out there. Okay, today I would like to talk about a topic that is quite dear to my heart, because I get a lot of people who send me messages asking me, "Oh, Adeze, what do I do? Why is it that my man is not committed to a relationship? Why is he not proposing? We've dated for so long and he's not asking the question." And I've also gotten messages from a couple of men who have been in relationships with their partners, and for some reason their women are not even willing to commit to them. Even when they try to discuss about marriage, the women are not just forthcoming. They don't want to be a part of that discussion. So today I'm just here to talk about why your partner will not commit. Number one reason why your partner is basically not committing to you or might not be committing to you is, number one, the fact that they might just be using you. You might just be somebody who is convenient for them to hang around with. So if you realize that whenever you're able to see them is only when they want to see you, there are high chances in that relationship that you're being used by your partner. If you cannot just freely be with your man or see him when you want to see him, it has to be only when he wants to see you or she wants to see you. They could be using you. And if you realize that the only thing that your partner wants to do with you every time you're around is just to have sex with you or just go to bed with you, he doesn't want to talk about the future, he doesn't tell you about his plans, he doesn't tell you about anything that any project he's working on, he doesn't discuss about his life or his future plans or things he plans to do or things that she plans to do. All they just want to do is just get in bed with you, have that pleasure. Listen to me, most of the times if they are doing this to you and they are stringing you along, they are just using you. I know that there are people who when they realize this, they try to break up. And if you find out that you try to break up from this type of a man or a woman who is just using you for sexual benefits, if you realize that this person is using you and you try to break up with that person and the person tries to pull you back again or entice you back into bed again, just understand that the only reason why he's doing that is because he has not found or she has not found a perfect replacement for you, or there's just a way you give it to them that they enjoy. But when you talk about something serious, they are not willing to commit. So number one way to know that this man is not planning to spend the rest of his life with you, or this woman is not planning to spend the rest of her life with you, is that they do not take it beyond the bed level. Every time you hang around them, they don't want to talk about the future with you, they don't want to talk about their plans with you. All they just want to do every time you come is just to go to bed with you. That can be number one reason why he is not committing to you. And because anyway, every time he wants it, it's available to him. You make it so easy for him to just want to go to bed with you without placing any demand on him, no restrictions, nothing. If he just knows that every time you want to see him, if every time you want to see him, he doesn't want to see you, but when he wants to see you, you have to see him, there is a problem in that type of relationship. he is just using you, or she is just using you if it's a woman doing this to you. Because someone who truly values you will not just want to see you only when they want to see you. They should be able to let you see them when you want to see them. It doesn't just have to be their way only. Like, it's just when I want to see you that I want to see you, and when you come, it's just what I want to do with you that I want to do with you. If you realize that this is what your partner is doing to you, that's one of the reasons why he's not committing. He's just using you. And because you're also making yourself available to be used, he will keep using you and will not commit. So if you know that this is not what you like, you need to, at that point in time, draw a boundary and define it and let him go. Nobody loves to be used. You cannot just always be at his beck and call, and he's never, or she's never willing to see you when you want to see them. It only has to be when they want to see you, and when they see you, it's just, oh, let's get into the bed, and they don't have anything planned out for your life or help you beyond the bedding point. So you have to think about it. If you're in this kind of a relationship, ask yourself, do I enjoy being used? Because obviously it's not leading to anywhere. He's not committing to you because, number one, he's just using you. The second thing why he is not committing is the fact that he could possibly, or she could possibly be commitment phobic. Okay, that means he or she has a phobia for commitment. There are people who have been so single for so long that if you talk about marriage, it just gives them anxiety or panic attacks. Perhaps they are coming from a broken relationship that probably hurt them so bad, or they are divorcees. Sometimes people live with a lot of baggages when a relationship is over, and if they do not find proper healing, they are not always willing to commit to something that is as deep as what affected them in the past. All right, so I hope somebody understood that. So if you realize that he's not committing to you, he's not making any valid commitment to you, and you've realized that, okay, number one, he sees me when I want to see him, I see him when he wants to see me. It's not like it's a one-way traffic thing. Then you want to look at the fact that, could there possibly be something in his past that is haunting him? Most times people who are commitment phobic have a reason for being like that. There's something that is making them afraid of committing to you. So you need to identify that. Okay, so number two reason why he's not committing to you is because he has a phobia with commitment. He just cannot commit to any man. If she's a woman, I mean, he cannot commit to any woman, and she cannot commit to any man because of prior hurt, some things that happened to them in their past that they've not been able to heal or deal with. So you have to ask yourself, am I going to be able to hang in for so long for them to fix this? Or are we going to go get help together, or go to therapy for whatever it is that is preventing him from being able to move from the relationship level to the marriage level with you, or to a deeper commitment with you? So, and also it could be that they have just been single for so long, and they love their space. They don't want to share it with anybody. There are men like that. They've just been so single for so long, and when they think of a woman coming into their space, they start to have an anxiety attacks. They start to have this phobia. They don't want to make that commitment. So if you talk about marriage, it's like you're setting them off. There's something itchy around their body, you know, something's just itching them, you know, they don't just want to talk about it. Identify why your partner will not commit, and ask yourself, am I going to stick with this person until they get the help they need, or am I going to be able to stick with them? Basically, if they are going to be able to get the help that they need, then you want to see how long you want to stick with them. And if they're not willing to get any help, I mean, at the end of the day, it still remains your choice. If you choose to stay in a relationship that is leading nowhere, or if you want to just let go of the relationship and make yourself available to someone who is making themselves available to you, and someone who's also willing to commit to you. So we mentioned that number one, he could just be using you, she could just be using you. Number two, he might be commitment phobic, or she might be commitment phobic. They are just people who have just probably lived their lives as singles for so long that they have a problem allowing another woman, or if they are a man, allowing another woman into their space, or if she's a woman allowing a man into her life, trust me, there are women that have been so single for so long that when they think of you, they'll rather just be in a relationship with you and not move it to the next level of marriage, because for them that's a deeper commitment that they are not willing to give or compromise on. So you want to ask yourself if truly you want to be in a just a relationship for however long it's going to last, or you want to be married to this person. At that point you'll be able to make your decision. Number 3 reason why your man or woman will not commit to you could be that you have a character problem. Sometimes we don't even know that we have issues, and except someone else tells us, we don't even know. And now it's also worse that maybe your partner has been telling you you have this certain character, something that I have a problem with, and if you're not working to change or improve on that character, as much as they love you, they'll not be willing to take it to the next level. Okay, they'll not be willing to take it to the next level with you. For instance, it could be that you're someone who nags a lot, you complain about everything and anything. You just complain a lot. If you're in a relationship with a man who doesn't like a woman who complains or nags too much, if he loves you for other certain qualities about you, and this particular nagging thing is something that disturbs him a lot, he's not going to be willing to commit to you as quickly as you want him to commit to you because of that issue that has not been addressed by you. So you want to know, ask yourself, and you can never really know except you really ask questions. So if you ask your man or you ask your woman, why is it that you're not willing to commit, and he probably or she probably tells you that is the way you behave, this certain character in you, I have a problem with it. You want to really start working on that character. If you love that person and you want to spend the rest of your life with that person, it could be that you're a woman who is very domineering. You want to call the shots. You want to dictate how everything goes. You don't want the man to be able to make his decisions. You want to encroach in his decisions. Most men will resist you, and if you see that he's resisting you and he's correcting you, or he's like outrightly calling you out on a certain character, you need to do what? You need to take a step back and work on yourself. If he sees that you have really worked on yourself and that issue has been addressed, then he will be willing to take that step, or she will be willing to take that step. Also, if you're a woman or a man who loves to complain when they hang out with their friends, you're always complaining who they talk to, whose pictures they like on Facebook, on social media, like you don't let them be themselves where you are. They cannot talk to their friends where you are. If you're somebody who just doesn't want them to talk to nobody apart from you, most men will not be willing to commit to a woman like that. If you're a woman that just wants them to talk to you only me 24/7, or you're a man, you just want your wife to always be talking to you only, she cannot have her own female friends, she cannot even talk to her family members, that kind of woman is not going to be willing to commit to you, because that means you're trying to box her up, you're trying to lock her in, you're trying to suffocate her. And it's the same thing for men. No man wants you to come into their lives and tell them how to live their lives, basically. So once they see that you have those traits in you, they will not be willing to commit to you out of fear of, if I marry her now, she's probably going to suffocate me. I'm not going to have the little freedom that I have. You want to let your partner be free to be themselves with you. If they feel that marrying you is going to mean a loss of their freedom, every ounce of freedom that they have, they are not going to be willing to commit to you. You need to at least give them some benefit of doubt. Get involved in what they are doing in a very polite way. And you don't have to be fussy or domineering about it. You don't have to go about it that way. You have to find a wise way of being a part of their lives, so that gradually they ease into you being a part of their life, vis-a-vis you trying to control them, vis-a-vis you trying to change them by force to be what you want them to be. Okay, so if you have some of these character traits, they will not be willing, your partner is going to be willing to commit to you until those character traits are addressed. And the truth is that once you start addressing them and they can see significant progress, they will be more apt to committing to you. They will be more open to taking it to the next level with you. Okay, so number 3, check your character. I don't want this video to be so long. I have like 6 of the reasons why your man or your woman will not commit to you, but I think I'm just going to have it at 3 today. Number 1, remember that he is using you. Number 2, remember, okay, so we said number 1, he is using you. Number 2, he might just be commitment phobic. And number 3, it might just be your character. So you want to check all of these things and make sure that if it's your character that is the problem, you want to fix whatever it is that is the issue, so that this man or woman that you love, you can actually build a life or a future with them. If he's using you, I mean, it's your decision. Once you can see that it's obvious that he's only using you for the bed, nothing more than that, it's still your decision at the end of the day to tell yourself if you want to stay in a relationship where you're continuously being used. And also, if you realize that he has a problem with commitment, you want to find out if he's willing to get help, if he's willing to go for therapy, if both of you can walk through the issues that he has had, if you can help him ease his doubts, or if you can help him, through his healing process. If you're able to wait patiently for him to go through that process, or you want to wait patiently for her to go through her healing process, that decision at the end of the day is also up to you. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. If you enjoyed watching this video, please do not forget to click the share button. Do not forget to like this video, and please do not forget to subscribe. Recommend this channel to your friends, to your families, those in relationships, those struggling with their relationships or their marriages. Please connect them to this channel. You never know, one of these videos might just bless them. Till I see you in my next video, stay blessed. God bless you.